Thank you kindly. Would you accept this humble reward?
What are you doing? We've not been given leave to rest yet.
I'm well aware of that, thank you.
A crime committed here will see one confined to jail.
As I understand it, the pay of a jailer is miserable for all their toil.
Then a bribe might avail us, should the time come.
This is where I come when life gets overwhelming. Best make haste, else I'll be at this all night.
Let me get that.
Won't someone do aught about this? Every day of peace is a boon from the heavens.
Much appreciated. Thought ruined your day, like getting.
I'll pour out his up.
Many thanks.
Such quietude is a blessing.
Gotta take opportunities as they come, I say.
How are we to fight with such worn-out gear?
Welcome. Armstrong and my mind.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty. Or shall change once we have attended. If your majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis best you do so before we depart. Very well. The coronation is to take place on the morrow. We shall depart early in the morn, so your majesty would do well to get...
Master, pray, leave this place. My body, it refuses to obey me. There is a voice within my mind. It commands me, sways my very will.
Sways your will? Could it be that the gods sway? We must quit this place, your majesty. I fear our plans may fall to naught. Let us return to the tavern. We've been had. The false sovereign commanded the pawns at the coronation. According to Regent King Sven, I imagine this artifact is the Godsway mentioned in that letter. Perchance 'tis a tool that grants power akin to that of the true Arisen. 'Twould do much to explain the events that, alas, unless we find some way to unmake this Godsway's power, proving your majesty's legitimacy, allow me to speak to the agent we captured some days past. Perchance he knows aught of use.
Never could I have imagined such an outcome. What manner of artifact is this Godsway? I suppose 'tis pointless to ponder. Let us await the results of Captain Brandt's investigation.
I suppose 'tis so.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen your majesty's claim, do not forget that we will...
May Hope, who had a town I've yet to visit.
is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen, if the information we pry from the agent is to be believed, there is a place in Batal I believe it is worthy of investigation. Should fortune smile upon us, your Majesty may yet official dealings twixt Vermund and Batal are suspended, and 'tis no simple matter to gain passage through the latter's fortress. Fortunately for us, however, the agent was hiding this on his purse. 'Tis an entry permit, allowing passage through Batal's fortress. It even bears the crest of the Batali Palace. It must have been commissioned by someone with great influence. I doubt any would dare impede your passage with such an item in your possession. There is one other thing, Your Majesty. With the permit came an oracle who once served in the Vermondian court, now resides in Batal. This oracle foretold the coming of the Arisen, and was banished from the kingdom, when indeed, 'twas by this same oracle's power that the agent in question came to know of your Majesty's whereabouts. The oracle knows much of the Arisen. Should you make her acquaintance, she may be able to offer you aid during your infiltration.
May the heavens... How might I be of service? Interested in my wares? Will someone do aught about this?
His armor's seen better days.
Naught of import ever happens here, anyhow.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
This sort of quiet means all is well.
Who goes there? Would that all my days were so
Not mind lingering for a spell.
to the way to
Person I believe in is myself.
What's going on over there?
Nor compared to the real battle. Dull days for us are a sign that all is well.
I'd sooner stay out of battle, were it possible.
sooner stay out of the battle where it's possible. Dull days for us are a sign that all is well. I'm unsure how best to proceed.
Someone comes looking for a fight, I won't say no.
This is quite a quandary. What to do about combat training? I'd sooner stay out of battle where it's possible.
Wonder if anyone would notice if I'm mistraining. Sometimes I wonder if I'm cut out for this work.
What that such peace? Reigned eternal.
Suppose I ought to earn my pay.
Captain will have my head if I see another patrol. Captain will have my head if I see another patrol.
To focus.
Look as long as you please.
Tranquil places such as this.
I'm in fine fettle today.
Won't someone do aught about this?
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Do you know how long you'll be? I only ask so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
As for me, I've been looking into my mother's movements since last week. 'Tis a letter she discarded, only half written. It seems to be addressed to someone called Faisal. I passed an eye over it, though I failed to grasp its meaning. Or what here. I thought it best that you have it. And if you do, that is only if I am in no position to make demands. Glad I am to see you well. I've been wondering how... No progress as yet, then.
Only person I believe in is myself.
Would that all my days were so tranquil.
Tis a thankless job, this.
Would that all my days were so tranquil.
I didn't sleep a wink last night.
I mislike the look of this.
I don't mind lingering for a spell.
What a waste!
When does my watch end? I've clean forgotten.
There are few places where I can let down my guard.
At last we've arrived. Delivery in hand.
We need only pass our burden into the hands that await it.
I suppose 'tis so.
The letter mentions the name Phases.
A merchant, eh? Have you an entry permit? Hold a moment. That cart has priority. Lord Phaesus is come! Open the gates!
So, you seek to enter Batal, I presume? Go on through.
wanderer at...
This might be worth a read.
A thorough perusal might reveal aught of interest.
A group of bandits has been terrorizing the roads of late. They call themselves the Coral Snakes. And worse still, they are without scruples. What say you? Would you lend your aid? Many thanks, sir. I shall be glad to know some. You all begin by scouring for their hideout. It must be somewhere near the highway. For that, mayhap you could learn aught by speaking with some survivors of the raids.
I'm starving, I am.
I'd wager there's ought to be found here.
We ought to...
If your pack grows over full, simply ask me to sell off your surplus items. I'll have the gold for you in a trice.
Come to think of it, some masters rearranged their party at the...
So, after breaking free of the chains of slavery that once bound you to this land, you return. Oh, this is good. I am relieved to see that now, 'twould be advantageous for you and your pawn. Methinks 'tis where you will find that which you seek.
No means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Let my magic grant you an elemental boon.
Not live to regret this!
I lack information pertinent to this task. Consider hiring a pawn better apprised of such matters.
Those
letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. Magical aid. Great. Cast it anew.
Arisen! Are you alright? Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
I'm afraid I'm unfamiliar with the matter at hand. Perhaps we should have a more knowledgeable pawn join our party.
You into pincushion!
At times, I find myself wondering why we must fight against our fellows. True enough.
I've got wares of every... Look, pleasure doing business with you.
I'm afraid I'm unfamiliar with the matter at hand.
Perhaps we should have a more knowledgeable pawn join our party.
Suppose I ought to earn my share.
I espy the remains of an ox cart.
Do the fiends of this world hold nothing sacred?
The work of goblins, mayhap.
We need not shrink from danger. We've the strength to prevail over...
Who are you? What would you with me? Don't ask me. They were on us before I knew what was happening. Couldn't even guess where they... Come to think of it, 'twas as we passed the crags to the west of here that they all came out at once. I had a clear view of them from the back of... That's all I know. I ran for my life. Thought I'd come back, see if aught was left. But just being here again puts my hairs on. You know what? I just remembered. There was a child traveling with us. Wonder if the lad's all...
As a matter of fact. Often do we call on you to carry the burdens we cannot. I must thank you. Your toil keeps the light on my feet.
I grant you fire flame. Use it well. I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
I'll turn you into a pincushion.
First blood's always the sweet.
You all right?
Halt, I said!
Who? Fight?
I'll have you!
Pursuing yon bandit may well lead us to the...
Oi! Have you lost it? A child was hurt during today's run. Don't hurt children. That's the rule. Don't tell me you forgot.
Sorry. Must have slipped.
It's like that, is it? Huh? He says we don't hurt kids. So you better...
Hold it!
We've got an intruder. I'll go Royal Lands.
Coming here was the last mistake you'll ever make.
It is hard to find my footing in this darkness.
Son of a...
enemies in our midst!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Most impressive, Master.
Let us not get ahead of ourselves. The battle continues.
Resounding success.
No.
Am I going to make it?
Come on! This one! I need to get you out of here before things get bloody. That's what Lenzo said to do, if we ever got raided. So come on, you lot. We're gonna go see him. He'll keep us all safe. I'm sure they're already here!
That blackguard's round here somewhere.
I'm going to enjoy this.
Quickly, Arisen. You must regain your footing.
I don't stand a chance.
My thanks. We shall accompany you now. Those coral snakes must pay for their crimes. We shall join you and
give no...
This appears to be the coral snake's hideout. If we capture their leader, the bandits will be brought to heel.
I could have done no better.
I can do no less in service to the Arisen.
Bad idea.
That was incredible. Never have I encountered such a strategy.
Now that is a surprise.
Where do you think you're going, eh?
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Nice armor ye got.
Water is nigh invisible in...
The field of battle is what to pit us against our fellows, but that does not make cutting them down easier to bear.
Indeed, you are correct.
I'll put this to use.
Where do you think you're going, eh? This is how it ends.
We are to retreat then?
When you do not fall prey to the enemy's attacks and pass.
Do as you say.
We cannot let down our guard even for a moment, lest victory slip away from us.
Drop all your valuables, and I might just let you live.
Feast your eyes on this!
One of us has been poisoned.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hugo! We're out of time, lad. We'll have to scarper. Come in, Lanzo. But before I forget, here you are. Time for you to make yourself useful. Tisn't the first time I've taught an unseasoned whelp the meaning of betrayal. And it shan't be the last! Goodbye, lad. Don't be sore. You were a fool, but a useful one. I can't believe it.
Arrest him!
Lanzo. Why?
A job well done. It is unfortunate that their leader escaped, but I very much doubt the coral snakes will be using this. We'll interrogate the lad and see what he knows. Mayhap he can... The coral snakes are still an enigma. Mayhap the lad can tell us more.
'Twas painful to behold how callously the leader treated that young man. He shed him like an old boot.
'Tis loathsome, being the bearer of such ill tidings.
Goodness, we're higher up than I'd thought.
Take care not to fall.
Caution would be wise, but we ought not let it halt us in our course.
There's something down there. Is it safe to descend?
I'm saved. Thank you, Arisen. During my travels beyond the rift, I learned of a cave near here that you have yet to explore. Shall I take us there?
These beams are only truly defensive when their swords are smashed beyond repair.
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
No doubt this plot will spur us into the next...
Bones! Walking bones!
Was most effective.
Nicely done.
Focus. Battle continues.
That's a bad idea.
The Arisen has been torched! Quick! Douse the flame!
This calls for purity. I believe your foes drawn to light. We ought to extinguish our lanterns lest the sun...
I hope you weren't expecting mercy. Our adventure continues.